last, here's the video of the gameplay for Pandemic, the Cure. How did I do? Let's see. Enjoy the video. Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web, and as you can see we're trying again with Pandemic, the Cure. So what we want to do first of all is put our little syringe peg things in the appropriate places in the contagion ring. Now what we want to do is pick out some characters. We also need to sort out the event deck as well. So let us first of all put the event deck down. Oh, there's our cured disease card, which I'm going to put down here in front of table cam, which is going to keep an eye on the dice, just so we know what's happening. Now let's shuffle the event cards first of all. I'll put that to one side for a second. Shuffle the event cards, and then we'll turn 3 over and put the rest to one side. There's an order of play card. I'll keep that there just on the safe side. And now it's the roll cards that we're going to be doing now. As I said in my previous video where I made the apology for not doing it, I'll do it this way to save any messing about really. The last time I played, well, when I played the actual video that I was going to do for this, it really hammered me. So I want to see if I can get a better squad, team, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I'm going to show these to table cam. First of all, we have the generalist. Starts off with 7 dice. I ignore the first biohazard dice or biohazard die, and after that, if I roll 2, I use the second one. I don't use the first one. So that's the generalist. That's our first CDC member, and then we have the researcher. And you may give samples to other players in other regions for free at any time. These are usually a good combination. Next we have the scientists. You can add 2 to any roll to try and find a cure in your region, which is nice. And finally we have the contingency planner, and you can spend a cross to set 1 infection die in your region or the treatment centre to a cross and place it on the CDC. Okay, so I'm showing that now so I don't have to do it later on. So I want the grey one, the dark brown one, the white one, and the turquoise one. And I'll put the others back. I hope these colours are showing up okay on the camera. Now what I'll do is I will dig out the appropriate dice for these characters. So we want white, we want the dark brown, There's two browns in here, you see, that's why I'm saying dark brown. There's a dark brown and a light brown. We want the turquoisey coloured one, and we want the grey. So with the grey you get 7 dice, not 5, which is nice. Next, what we want to do is we take our bag of holding, our dice bag, and we take out 12 dice. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I couldn't do that again if I tried. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and all these get rolled. So we'll do that now. Okay, so what do we have? We have 2 red 6s, we have 2 black and a blue 3. I'm just trying desperately to get these out of the corners. Oh dear, we have another 2 black 3, which automatically gives I did get an outbreak on the first roll. Let me just double check that. No, it doesn't. We just re-roll. So that we have a yellow 2 and a black 5. And now we re-roll these ones. Onto another black 5, a yellow 4, a red 4 and a yellow 2. Okay, so that's it, and it's the generalist's turn. So what we do is we roll, just make sure there's no dice hiding. So we roll the 7 dice for the generalist and see how we go. And it looks like it's hammer time, so I can ignore the first one, but I must move up for the second. Okay, I can sail, so I'll sail across to here by using the boat. I can treat, I'll treat 2. Okay, so those 2 there. And let's see if I can, yes, I get a containment jar, so I can take those and put them in there like so. That is the generalist's turn over. So what we do now is we pick out 3 dice. This is 3, yes, it says on the bottom there's 3 dice. So we pick these 3 dice out and roll them. We get a black 5, we get a black 3, we get a red 1. Now the black 3 means there's an outbreak, so that moves over to there, and that goes up 1. Tum tum. Next turn, researcher. Alrighty then. So roll researcher. And what do we have? Well, we have a biohazard, so that moves up 1. Now where do we want to go? We can sail, we can treat. I don't think sailing is going to be a good idea. I'm going to keep hold of the treat, and I'm going to keep hold of 1 of these jars. I'm going to re-roll these 2. Oh, another biohazard. That moves up, and that comes out. Okay, so I'm going to use the sail option and sail to there, and I'm going to treat one with that dice or that die, and I'm going to keep bringing in as a sample using that die, and that's the researcher over and done with. So it's now oops, I picked out 3 dice, so sorry, I picked out 4 dice, not 3. Reading the wrong one then. So let's just roll these, see what we get. Black 3. Okay, so we're not doing good. We've got a blue 6, a yellow 5 and a black 3, which causes an outbreak. This is the way this game goes. It's evil. Evil. Absolutely evil game. Okay, before I forget, what I'm doing here is I'm stacking on the disease dice on top of the dice that captured them, because you're not allowed to re-roll those on your next turn. They were used for capturing the disease. Okay, so what do we have? Oh look, we have a biohazard. We have 2 biohazards. Well, what do you know? So we have one biohazard which causes an explosion, as it were, to coin a phrase, so to speak. So we take all the dice out of there, oh there isn't any, and then we take 3 out of the bag to comply with the level on the bottom of the area, and we roll them. Oh look, we get a black 3 which causes an outbreak. Dear God. Right. I don't want to sail. I'm going to use that to put that in there, and I'm going to re-roll these. What have we got? We've got a jar, so I'm going to take that, and I'm going to leave it at that. I just realised I moved the wrong one. But I should have moved that one. I moved the white one instead of the dark brown. Sorry about that. That was my fault. I noticed it though. Now what she can do, add 2 to the total of any roll you find pure in your region. I've captured that red because she can pass on and on her next turn. Her sample onto here. The hard part is trying to get to places because I'm not getting any planes, so I can't fly to anywhere, I can only sail, which is annoying. Hang on a minute, have I done hers? I can't remember whether I did hers or not. I did. That should have moved up again as well. No, I didn't do, because what I did was for the infection rate. So I'll roll these in. Oh God almighty. A black 3 which causes that one to outbreak. It also causes that one to outbreak. It also causes that one to outbreak. You see how quickly this game can just get out of hand. A blue 1 and a blue 2. Oh dear. Now I am hoping that I have definitely didn't do that twice. I don't think I did. I think the first time I did, yeah, my head's gone completely today. Right, it's now the contingency planner's turn. What do we get? Well, we get a plane. I'm going to use that plane to fly over here. We have a syringe, I'm going to use it to take that. We have a jar, I'm going to use it to take that. We have a CDC dice. We have another jar. Is it worthwhile trying to re-roll to see if I can clear another? I don't. What the heck? We'll get another CDC. Now for the CDC we can have return one die to the infection bag instead of rolling it before rolling for an epidemic or to infect regions. We can move any pawn to any region. I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that one. For one cross, move any pawn to any region. We'll take this pawn. In fact, no we won't. We will take grey over to here. That's that one done. That goes to the bottom of the event deck pile, and we take out a new one. And now we're okay because we've got one in there, and this particular one says reroll one player die with a biohazard result before it takes effect. So we do have good options now. The new one we picked out was sample delivery. Give any number of samples from one player to another player, no matter where they are. Okay, so that's the first turn over and done with. Beginning of round 2. Okay, she ignores that. That one we're going to use to re-roll this second biohazard. And we have 2 syringes and 2 jars. Oops, as you can see there. Sorry about that. So we are now in here. So we have 2 syringes which we'll use for that, and then we have 2 jars which we can use to capture that. We also need to turn over a new event deck. Her turn is done, and we put in the 3, or we roll the 3 dice for infection. And what do we have? Well, a blue 6, a red 1 and a blue 2. And that one goes to the bottom of the event deck pile. Next we have the researcher. Now before we carry on, the researcher is going to add or give the scientist. You may give samples to one other player in other regions for free at any time. I should have done that last time, but I forgot. So I'm going to do that, and now I can re-roll these. Okay, I'm going to take this red, using that to put in there. I'm going to take this black in there, and I'm going to re-roll these in the hope I get jars. No. The infection rate moves on. A jar. Oh, another infection. Okay, so that is that over with for her turn. I was hoping to try and get these out of here and passed on, but unfortunately that hasn't worked. So it's still 3 dice out of the bag and roll for the end of the turn. And we have a CDC, we have a black 3 and we have a blue 2. Okay, now it's the white player's turn, the scientist, and I'm going to... And what do you know? We have a biohazard which causes that to be taken out, 3 more dice rolled. Okay, I'm just going to take these out first of all. We have two CDC and a red 6 and a black 5, which causes an outbreak. And we roll this one because it went out, and that was a red 6. This game can completely ruin your day. Okay, so we have a syringe, which I'm going to use for this red. Okay, that was a syringe with the bolts. We have a jar and a bolt, which I'm going to use to trap that red. Okay, I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to try and find a cure for red. What I have to do for this is to roll these 3 dice that I captured and try and get 13 or more. But remember, I can add 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all I got. Not good enough. Useless scientist. Useless scientist. Alright, what do we have? That's not really worth doing yet. I was looking at this actually. Give any number of samples from one player to another player, no matter where they are. Well, it costs 2, and it's not worth losing 2 of those to pass that over to there. Or is it? Yes, I think it is. We're going to do that. So we're going to put these back in the thing, and we're going to pass that over to there. I'm going to roll those. Let's see what we have. The black 3, which is going to cause an infection, also an outbreak, and kills. That's the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed Pandemic the Cure. Yes, it is a complete and utter 22 minutes it's taken to set up, play and die. Can't even get through the second turn. This is a ridiculously spiteful game. But it is a really fun game. It captures all the spirit of the main board game in rolling dice. Really do like this. Really do like this. If you don't get the rolls right, you're knackered. Anyway, as I said, this was Pandemic the Cure. I hope you enjoyed it. We didn't find the cure. I was leading myself up to getting 3 cures on the go, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Oh well, never mind. But I hope you enjoyed the video anyway. I hope it's given you an idea of how this game plays. And until next time, take care, God bless, and bye for now.